Hi everybody and welcome to a Grimdark Future Firefight Battle Report. Havoc Brothers versus Custodians. It's been a tough time for the forces of Havoc recently in the Legatos Sector. With Kaligor's defeat in the claws of the Alien Hives, the Havoc forces now have very little influence in the sector. Havoc Brother Commander Vhaladex was himself defeated recently and is now only accompanied by a few loyal brothers. They have approached a complex in search for energy cells that will enable them to restore power to damaged units. As they approach, Vhaladex sees another group already in the complex. Custodian Great sister Galaea has also targeted the energy cells. She was also defeated in a battle with the Alien Hives and is now commanding a group of Custodians supported by blessed sisters with ranged weapons. Vhaladex approaches from the west. He is a Havoc champion, armed with dual energy claws, and he has the special rule War Chant that gives him Furious. And he is accompanied by 3 Havoc brothers, all of them armed with heavy pistol and heavy close combat weapons. Finally, a Havoc brother armed with a Reaper cannon. On the opposite side of the complex from the east, Great sister Galaea approaches. She is armed with an energy sword. She is fearless and furious, and she has the special rule Holy Shield that gives her an up to 3 units within 12 inches, an extra 6+ save. She is accompanied by 2 vigilant sisters, armed with energy swords, also fearless and furious, then 2 vanguard sisters. From the Blessed Sisters, armed with heavy rifles, they have Devout, Scout, and Strider, and finally a support sister armed with heavy machine gun, and she has the special rule Highly Devout. There are 3 energy cells in the complex, and the mission is to get as much energy as possible out of these cells. Each energy cell gives 1 victory point every round to whoever controls it at the end of the round. Let the battle begin with the roll-off. Vhaladex and his Havoc brothers roll the yellow dice, and Galaea and her sisters roll the black dice. And that's a win for the Custodians and the Blessed Sisters. Before round 1, the 2 Vanguard sisters will use their scout ability to move up to 12 inches. One of the sisters will move close to one of the energy cells, and the other one will move very close to the center of the battlefield. Round 1. From the beginning of round 1, Galaea will protect her 2 vigilant sisters and the support sister with the Holy Shield, and one of the vigilant sisters will rush forward. This Havoc brother will do the same. He will hide behind this tank. He is close to one of the objectives, not close enough to capture it though. The second vigilant sister will move in cover here. They are only armed with energy swords, no ranged weapons. They rely only on the Blessed Sisters for ranged combat. Vhaladex himself moves forward. He's not in charge range. He'll take cover here behind the crate, close to the center of the battlefield. Next up, a Vanguard sister. She is close enough to capture the first energy cell. If she controls it at the end of this round, she will earn 1 victory point, but she is also in firing range of Vhaladex. She has 1 shot with her heavy rifle with a 24-inch range. She'll hit on a 4 and no hit. The Havoc brothers will bring their most powerful ranged weapon into combat. The Havoc brother with the Reaper cannon will advance, and that will take him into firing range of the Vanguard sister. He has 4 shots. He'll hit on a 3, and there are 3 hits. They are all AP1. That will force the sister to make 3 saves with 5 or more, and she fails them all. That's 3 devastating hits from the Reaper cannon. 3 wounds and a roll on the wound chart. Maybe she stepped 1 step too far forward. She did. It's a 6. She's eliminated in a rain of bullets from the Reaper cannon. First casualty and no control of the energy cell. Galaea herself moves forward. She's also armed with an energy sword, and she is deadly in close combat. All the Havoc brothers, with the exception of the Reaper Cannon, are armed with heavy pistols. They have a range of 12 inches, so far they will have to take better positions. They cannot get into shooting range. The second Vanguard sister also steps forward, and that takes her close enough to capture the central energy cell. She has moved too far to shoot, but she will take control of it, and now they control one again. The final Havoc brother also rushes forward. And that leaves the sister with the machine gun as the final activation. She will take position, and she will be able to fire in the next round. That concludes the first round of action here. All the Havoc brothers have moved, but they have not been able to capture any of the energy cells. Galaea and her forces, on the other hand, control the central energy cell, and that will earn them 1 victory point here at the end of the first round. Round number 2. The Havoc brothers finished first, so they will activate first here in the second round, and the brother with the Reaper Cannon will advance in cover behind the barrels, and that will take him into shooting range of Galaea. He will once again fire his cannon and hit with 3 shots against Galaea. They are AP 1. Galaea has a defense of 3, so she'll have to come up with force, and she'll save 1 of the shots so far. That's 2 wounds, but she has her Holy Shield. If she can roll 6, she will save another, and she will save 1 more shot. Only 1 wound. Now that brother is not the only one with an automated weapon. The support sister with her heavy machine gun will advance 6 inches, and she will target the brother here, and she's also within 12 inches of him. That will give her highly devout. If she rolls 5 or 6s, she will get an additional hit. 3 shots with a quality of 4. And she'll hit once, and she will also roll a 6. That will give her an additional hit for a total of 3. And they are AP 1. The brother must save with 4s. And he will save 2 of them, but still take 1 wound. And that will force him to roll on the wound chart. And he will roll low enough, even though it's very close, to only be shaken. From behind the tank, this Havoc brother will advance forward, and he will take control of the energy cell. He can also shoot 1 shot with his heavy pistol at the Vigilant sister. She is in cover behind a crate, but he will hit with a roll of 3. So let's see if he can hit first, and it's a 5. He will hit. It's AP 1, and the sister has a defense of 3, but she is in cover, so she will only need a roll of 3 to save. But she rolls a 1. She fails, but she is protected by the Holy Shield. She has a second chance, and that one also fails with a 4. She will take 1 wound. She thought she was in cover behind the crate here. She was not. 1 wound, and the roll on the wound chart, it's a 5. She is shot down by the Havoc brother. 1 shot, 1 kill. 2 casualties. And Galaea might be under pressure, but this is not about survival alone, it's also about energy cells, and this Vigilant sister will capture 1 more energy cell. The sisters now control 2. This Havoc brother moves out of the building. He advances 6 inches, and he can take a shot at the Vanguard sister. And he will hit with his heavy pistol. Let's see if he is just as deadly as his brother before. She is in cover, and she will defend the hit. So no more casualties, at least not now. Instead, the Vanguard sister that was just shot at will advance into the open to get a better firing position. She could target the brother with the Reaper Cannon, but he's in cover. Instead, she will target this one. She has 1 shot. She is within devout range. And she will hit with a 6. That will give her an additional hit. 2 AP1 hits. The brother will taste his own medicine now. He will have to defend with rolls of 4. He'll make 1 of them, but he takes a hit and a roll on the wound chart. and it's low enough for him to be shaken, but he is effectively taken out of combat in the next round as well. One more brother is shaken, but he is not activated yet, so he can use his action to remove it. And that leaves Galaea and Vhaladex as the remaining active units. Galaea cannot reach Vhaladex with a charge, and if she doesn't move to the center of the battlefield, Vhaladex will certainly capture the energy cell. So she has to make a very daring decision. She moves to the center of the battlefield. She is a sitting duck here in the middle. She's open for a charge from Vhaladex, but she must do it to protect the energy cell. And as expected, Vhaladex will take the bait. They now contest the objective, both of them, but they will of course be in for a boss fight here in the center of the battlefield. Vhaladex has 4 attacks with his rending energy claws, and he is also furious, so he is really looking for 6s. He will hit with 3s, let's see. He will land 2 hits on Galaea, and luckily for her, none of them are rending or furious hits. Galaea has a defense of 3, not 4, as seen here, and if she doesn't save any of them, she will go down. But she'll make one of them and she will take another hit, unless, of course, the Holy Shield can protect her. But no, she'll take 1 additional hit for a total of 2, but she's not down or shaken or anything. She can fight back with full strength. She will hit with a quality of 4 and not 3 as seen here. She'll need force, and she has a rending energy sword. She is furious as well, but she's not the one charging here. But never mind, she hits with all 4 return strikes, with AP 1 and 2 of them rending. That will be tough for Vhaladex. He will begin with the rending hits, and he will save none of those. 2 hits already, and then the 2 remaining. He will save them with a roll of 4. And he will make one of them, but that's not enough. He will take 3 wounds, and that will force him to roll on the wound chart. And that could take Vhaladex out of the battle. No, he rolls a 1. He is shaken and will step back. And that also means he will lose control of the objective. He cannot contest the objective as shaken. So Galaea's high-risk move paid off. She resisted the charge, and she kept control of the central objective. With 2 energy cells controlled by the sisters and 1 by the Havoc Brothers, the victory points at the end of round 2 is 3-1 to the sisters. So Galaea has the lead, but her forces also suffered 2 casualties. Let's proceed to the 3rd round. Galaea and her forces will activate first in the 3rd round, and she could probably take out Vhaladex, but he's shaken and not much of a threat this round. Instead, this vigilant sister will attack the biggest threat right now, and that's the brother with the Reaper cannon. She will attack twice with her energy sword. She'll hit on 4s, and she will land 2 hits. None of them will be rending, but with AP 1, the brother must defend with 4s. And he makes one of them, but fails the other. He will be shaken, and he will fight back with 1 close combat weapon, but not hit the sister. So she will move back 1 inch, and that will be the end of that fight for now. The brother here has already tapped into the energy cell, so he will charge the sister with the machine gun, and that will take him close enough to the central objective to contest it. He has 2 close combat weapons, and he will hit with a 3. And there is 2 hits. 2 hits it is, and that close combat weapon is AP 1, and the sister will make none of her saves. She will take 2 wounds. Unless, of course, she can save them with her Holy Shield. Ooh, and there goes the platform. Back with that. Her Holy Shield save. She will have 2 attempts, and she will save none of them. So that forces her to roll on the wound chart And with a 4, that's too much. She is taken down by the powerful close combat weapon. The Vanguard sister here advances forward. She has several targets to choose from, but most of them are already shaken. So she will target this one he has not activated yet. But that's a failed shot. Instead, she will be targeted herself. Within 12 inches, he can reach her with a charge. So that will be 2 close combat weapon attacks from the Havoc Brother, and he will hit on a 3. 1 AP1 hit it is. The sister will have to save with 5. And she fails her save, and she's not protected by the Holy Shield of Galaea, so she'll take 1 wound and roll on the wound chart. The roll is a 4, close, but she is shaken. She can fight back. She has 1 close combat attack. She's not armed with anything much, but she can of course take a swing with her rifle. So 1 attack back, and being shaken, she needs a 6, and it looks like a 6. She will hit, and the brother will have to roll 3 to defend. That's a reroll, and he will fail his defense roll. He will take 1 more wound. Quite a surprise, more or less unarmed, and she takes him down. The Vanguard sister fought back and took down the Havoc Brothers, the first casualty on their side. But let's see if it is the last this round. Galaea will now charge Vhaladex. 4 attacks with her energy sword. She hits with 4, so there's a mistake here. She landed 3 hits, should only have landed 2. But Vhaladex will try to defend the 3 hits, and he will defend 2 of them, but he will still take 1 additional wound, and he is already shaken. That will add 1 more to his roll on the wound chart. But with a roll of 2, he will barely resist the charge here. He is still alive, and he's able to fight back with his 4 claw attacks, but he will of course need 6s, and there is 1. So that's a 6, and that's also a rending hit. Galaea will not make the save, and here I forgot about her Holy Shield. So she had 1 more hit in this fight, but she forgot her Holy Shield. We'll call that even. Now she needs a roll on the wound chart, and she rolls a 1, so she's also still alive, but shaken. Still not a final conclusion to this boss fight, but Galaea is shaken now. She can no longer contest the central objective, and with the Havoc Brother on the other side, the brothers will now take control of the central energy cell. Vhaladex will activate and remove his shaken, as will this Havoc Brother. So at the end of the 3rd round, Galaea and her forces will still control 1 energy cell that will give them 4 victory points, but the Havoc Brothers now control 2, so they will have 3 victory points. But Galaea and her forces are also down to half strength. They will have to pass morale test, beginning with Galaea herself, and she will pass. Then this Vanguard sister, also with a quality of 4, she's good. And the final Vigilant sister, she will pass it as well. Round 4. The Custodian sisters lead with 1 victory point, and they will activate first. This Vigilant sister will attack the Havoc Brother with the Reaper Cannon, and she will hit him once. It's a rending hit, and it's a furious hit. So 2 hits, only 1 of them will be rending, and he will save the rending hit. The regular hit will not be saved. He will take 1 more wound for a total of 2. If he rolls 4 or more on the wound chart now, he is done. And it's a 4. The Reaper Cannon brother is finally taken down by the Vigilant sister here, and she will consolidate with 3 inches move forward. But she is more or less the only sister that can do something in the final round. Now the rest of the round is up to Vhaladex and his troops. And this Havoc Brother will target Galaea. Try to take her out once and for all with 2 close combat attacks, and he will hit with both of them. That's not a rending hit or anything, but it's still AP1. She will need force to block, and she will block both of them. She will resist the attack, and she can now fight back with her energy sword. She will, of course, need 6s, and she will hit with none of them. She is shaken and cannot really hit anything, but she survived in the first place. Immediately after, she will activate and remove her shaken condition. She can now again contest the central energy cell. Vhaladex is of course very tempted to go in and finish Galaea, but he is also a tactician, so he will instead move to this energy cell that was previously under sister control, and he captures it. Now the brothers control 2 energy cells, but that will also give the central energy cell back to Galaea. This sister will remove her shaken condition, and that leaves 1 Havoc brother to activate, and he will not charge or attack Galaea. Instead, he will also focus on the objective, contest the central objective. With those tactical moves by Vhaladex, the Havoc brothers control 2 energy cells at the end of the round. They will take a 5-4 victory. Galaea will once again face morale tests, and she will fail, but she's fearless, and she makes it in the second attempt. Then the blessed sister, she will fail, and she's not fearless, so she will be shaken. And finally, the remaining vigilant sister, she will pass. Galaea lives to fight another day, but this was a defeat in the hands of Vhaladex from the Havoc brothers. Vhaladex might be a Havoc brother, but he is also a tactical leader that can find the way to victory. Now equipped with valuable energy cells, it could be the right time for Vhaladex to rise as the supreme leader of the combined Havoc forces and have one more final attempt to take control of the sector. Thanks a lot for watching this battle report. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope you'll join me for future bat reps.